It's time now to get moving for Wednesday's workout, and today, all about the shoulders.
Yeah, you don't have to give the shoulder workouts a cold shoulder to get your sleeveless outfits to look great. Fitness coach Lindy Gault's here with a few workouts to sculpt those shoulders. And what do you call the shoulders? What's the real term for it? The muscle group? Traps? Or,
it's made up
traps
of
are back here,
yeah,
right?
Traps are up here.
Okay.
Deltoids, anterior and posterior deltoids are big. Right. Yeah. But I call them shoulders.
Well, no, I think sometimes you see them on the signs and you're like, oh, well, is that?
What are those? Yeah, there's so many different muscles that are all, interconnected and stuff. But traps are up here.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, but we're going to sculpt these bad boys.
We are.
So what are we going to do?
So I thought I would show you 4 moves that are really effective for sculpting your shoulders. Because, of course, we are in warm weather. Finally yes. Warm weather. And, you know, people are wearing tank tops and sundresses, and people want their arms to look good. So some really effective exercises that you can do. I just brought lighter weights because it's too hard to haul in heavier weights. I mean, these are 8 pounds each.
Mm-hmm. We appreciate that.
Yes, no problem.
And 8 pounds, now, who is appropriate for an 8-pound weight? I mean, is it, you don't have to be super developed, right?
No, not at all.
Because when you're doing these, you want to be challenged, but not in...
And it depends on which exercise you're doing. But, you know, kind of a funny thing I tell women is if it's not heavier than your purse, you're not challenging yourself, you know?
Smart.
A lot of women will carry around a purse that's heavy, and then they'll pick up tiny little weights and do like 50 reps. It's much better to do heavier weight and smaller reps if you want to get results in terms of building lean muscle and being able to see that definition.
And that's what looks good, right, is the lean muscle, because I think there's that fear that, okay, well, if I'm doing too many of these with too heavy a weight, I'm going to be
bulk up, all of a sudden turn into a dude. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Women don't have the testosterone for that. And of course, men want to lift heavier weights, but I do. I challenge my clients to lift challenging weights so that they feel like when they are finishing a set, they're struggling to get the last couple of them out.
Oh, good.
You should never just feel like, oh, I could have done 3 more sets of that.
Okay, so we got 4 moves. So what's the first
4 moves. The first one is called the alternating Arnold press. So it starts here, and this does come from Arnold. The Arnold.
Arnold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That Arnold.
So you start with the weights facing you at about shoulder height, and you're going to press one up overhead, rotating as you come up, and then the other one. Now this could be done together, and because this weight is really light for me, it would be pretty easy to do both of them at the same time. If you've got significant weight, pretty heavy, alternating is going to make it a little bit more manageable. But it's really just holding here, twisting as you come up, pressing overhead. Okay. So it's getting a little bit of the front of the shoulder and then working to the top as well.
Okay.
All right? So that's one move. That's called the alternating Arnold press. The other one is a front raise and lateral raise combo. So that's just going to do exactly what it says. Comes up to shoulder height, down. I don't want to hit you. Out to T position, down. And the important thing here, I actually just did these in my class this morning. The important thing here is to come to shoulder height and then coming out, same thing. You never want to go high. So, you know, some people...
Above the plane of the... Okay.
Why? Some people, because it's just not within the plane of motion. You just want to stay, you know, within the way to work harder. So, for example, side raises are a great one for shoulders as well. But a lot of times I'll see people flying all the way up here. The way to make it more challenging is to take the arms out further, not lift them up higher.
Now I have a question too. So if you would put your arms out. So I feel like I see a lot of people at the gym that will do this.
Yeah.
So they're kind of doing it at an angle. What are your thoughts on that? And is that appropriate, good, or am I wasting energy?
I don't necessarily have an opinion specifically. I mean, the move that I'm showing is to the front and then to the side. Right. You could definitely do an in-between move. They're all going to target the muscle just in a tiny bit of a different way. Yeah. It's not a waste of time.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's a waste of time.
I want to be efficient. I mean, I don't want to spend my time doing things that are not going to get the most out.
Which is another reason why you need to lift heavy weight. Because why would you want to spend time doing 3 sets of 25 of something when you could get the same results for doing, you know, 3 sets of 10?
How long before we see results doing these moves?
You can't do it just once a week and expect it to be results.
Sorry, couch to 5.
It's not what people want to hear. I recommend lifting weights at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so move number 3.
This is the pull to press. So you pull up, flip, and press.
Ooh.
Now with heavier weight, you're going to get a little more momentum, and you could even put your legs kind of into it and press.
That's real bodybuilders.
It's a pull and press. So you lift and then press overhead. And again, this is pretty light, so it's not really challenging me, but you just want to work within your own, listen to your own body, work within your own range.
And then the fourth move, and how many of these are we doing again?
Everybody's different, My recommendation is sets that are shorter with heavier weight. So 3 sets of 10, and maybe, on the last set, you're increasing your weight a little bit.
Really make sure you're tired
yourself.
Yeah.
There's also proof that drop sets work. So that means going pretty heavy on your second set and then doing a shorter set with lighter weight, kind of supersetting muscles.
We need to see that last move.
I'm trying to think of what my last move. Oh, the bent over row. So you bend over at the hips and the weights come out in front and you're just pulling back right here. So this is getting a little bit of the upper back and the back of the shoulders, the deltoids, to help to sculpt the upper back, which of course is going to play a role in how everything looks.
And we want to look fabulous in those tank tops.
Yes.
That's right. Or summer dresses.
And Joe even said bikinis. So
of course he did.
That's what he said. So if you would like to see this again and get connected with Lindy, go to ciLiving.tv after today's show, and we will get you connected. We'll be right back with our CI Snapshot.